Okay, it's been a while since I did a review on this um, from my YouTube page. I've talked so much about how great this helicopter is. Again, I can't say enough about it. This is the Pro version of the EXI. It's $79.95 on their website, and it's every bit as good as my T-Rex 450 Pro was. In fact, I've now gotten rid of all my T-Rex helicopters, and as you can see by the boxes, I've bought a few EXIs. They're running a sale. This was $79.95, bare bones, and it's now on sale for $70. They also offer a carbon fiber, which is basically the same kit. It's usually $57. It's on sale for $39, and this is what you get. It's basically the same helicopter. Uh, the big differences are with the Pro version, you get a fiberglass canopy. With this version of the Pro, basically, you get a plastic type canopy. It's got a smoke see-through cover on it. The holes are pre-drilled. I put the grommet in. It's a decent canopy for flying. I mean, and it's, they also sell them separately. They're cheaper than these. I think these are about $7 or $8. These are like $4 or $5. And if you're doing a lot of crashing or practicing, this would be the way to go. Out of the box, as you can see, we pull this out. It's basically the same as the Pro. The differences are, and let's put her down. The head assembly. This is the Pro head. This is the clone of the T-Rex prone head. The head on their $39 one is actually the older SE2 head. Don't frown on it because I say older SE2 head. I have flown this head on this helicopter when I didn't have my Pro parts. This head flies great. It flies stable. 3D is wonderful on this head. For the money, you can't beat it if nothing else. This is a Pro carbon fiber frame, and you're getting the whole helicopter for $40. The frame itself is more than that. The Pro version from EXI comes with a metal servo holder. In one of my videos on my YouTube, I don't recommend their metal servo holder. Get the plastic one. This one comes with the plastic one. They hollow out too much of the metal, and it will crack under a vibration or hard hit, or if you just over torque the servo. The only difference is the bottom of the Pro frame is carbon fiber here. The very bottom piece. The bottom on this one is a plastic. You can replace this for $6.50 off of their website. No big deal. The gears are very usable. I mean, they're true. They're straight. You gotta love them. The tails are slightly different. I actually have this version helicopter's tail on my Pro right now because I tore up my other tail doing some crazy 3D. But the Pro tail has the Chinese weighted mod on the holders, whereas this one doesn't. It's no big deal. You can read about the Chinese weighted mod if you want to. People do it with washers. It's just made onto the other holders. No biggie. These are both belt drive. Out where I live, I don't have a lot to, really flat to land a shaft drive on. So I fly the belt drives. I am going to start doing a shaft drive. I'm making me a pad right now to where I can land it. This is the one-piece skids. Now they sell, it's a two-piece with tubes, and that's what's on here now. As you can see, I got the stops on it, the aluminum tubes, and it's the two pieces. The two-piece actually sits probably about 5 to 7 millimeters higher than this version, which is good for getting your tail up a little more. If you notice, the clearance right here, with these skids on, this is almost on the ground, which anybody that flies a 450 will tell you, that's just how they are. They're right on the ground. If you bump these, it's better to have a belt because you'll strip the gears in a shaft. the two-piece skids that you can get from their site for like $3 or $4 for all of it. Get it off the ground enough you don't have to worry about that really. These are great helicopters. I bought these two in the boxes here, which is this version right here. $39.95 a piece. I ordered a few extra parts. I figured if nothing else, I'm going to fix one up for a backup helicopter, have one for spare parts. You can't beat $40 for a whole helicopter in spare parts. You know, you would be crazy not to get one if you have a 450 just to have the parts alone. You know, a spare rotor head will cost you more than that. So, other than that, I mean, if you're going to do a 450 and you're even thinking about a T-Rex, I'm going to tell you this. The T-Rex helicopter is a great helicopter. Their super combos are great combos. But if you get one of these for $40, you can put the best electronics you can get pretty much in it and still be less than what you will have in a super combo. And if you go $50 over, big deal, you have better electronics. Me personally, and you can't see it, in here I have an ICE 50 speed controller. I mean, that's all I'll fly now is Castle Ice speed controllers. I had a problem with another speed controller. I only fly Castle Ice. I'm running a Line 450M motor in here. I do have a different motor I'm changing this out to. This is just what I had on hand. I'm running the, let's see if I can turn it around here. Well, really, you can't see any of them. But I'm running the Hi-Tech 65 Metal Gear servos. The other thing is gyros. Spartan Quark, super great gyro. Love it. The average person, I mean, come on, $160 for gyro. Can you afford it? Exactly. I try to do this on a budget because I know some people can't afford bigger. This is an Asan GA250 gyro. It is $9.95 at hobbyking.com. This gyro is basically a Spartan Quark clone. It works great. It actually sets up a lot like the Spartan does. It does great for basic flying, mild 3D. If you're going to do extreme 3D, there are other avenues besides the Spartan. There is a company that makes one very similar to Spartan. It's fully programmable for about $80 to $100. You can get a knockoff of it. When I say knockoff, it's the same one, just rebrand it to a different company. It's actually rebranded as a Turnigy, and you can get it for about $65, and it's $160 gyro. And if you're really serious about 3D, you might look into that. I have one coming in later this week. When it comes in, I will mount it, I'll fly it, I'll give you a review. Gen Ace batteries are pretty good. I fly Gen Ace and I fly Turnigy batteries. These are available at xheli.com, which is who distributes the EXI helicopter. And they're also available at Hobby Parts with a Z at the end, not a S. And they're basically a brother company to xHeli. You really can't go wrong, guys. I can't say it enough. If you're having thoughts about buying a 450, look at this one. I mean, you're going to have to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I mean, you can get a super combo, slap it together, it flies. You can get this one, buy all the other parts, and it's going to fly just as good. My 450 did not fly no better than this did. And I actually have about $100 less than this now, and it flies great. And like I've said, I practice a lot of stupid 3D, and when I say stupid 3D, you know, I'm trying to do a roll while doing a loop, and it's hard on a plane. Try it with a helicopter. It is extremely hard. Stay tuned. Look for other reviews. In case you're wondering, the reason you don't see a lot of servo leads, I wrap them either in braided wire or I put them in heat shrink tubing, as I did this one here, or this is a plastic wrap on the outside. I just like to keep my wires neat, and I figure having them wrapped, this will keep them from possibly getting cut. My speed controller is down here, this is something I just did. I had it mounted on the outside. I went down here. It's directly under the fan. The air either blows down or draws up, and technically, by the way the blades turn, it's blowing air down on the speed controller to cool it all the time, and it's got plenty of room to the motor. The motor cools. I put my receiver right here, which when the canopy is on the helicopter, the receiver is completely covered. It's got foam padding behind it for vibration. It's protected. It's out of the way. When the canopy's on, you really don't see much in the form of wire except right here. And there's not much I can do with that, honestly. Not with the amount of room I have. Stay tuned. Look forward. Thanks for watching.